Let's go. Okay. I am but a collection of voices singing songs. They've got the words all wrong. And I am just an inside joke that no one gets. I just want something more. I just want something more. Broken, breaking, always too far. There's nothing here but everything that I'm afraid of, and I can't find my way out. I can't think of anything I'd rather do. So far above me, so far below us, I'll always lose sleep, but never lose touch. The space between our lips will always be too far. Your voice over a phone will never be enough. Her breath will touch your lungs and clear the poison, even if the smoke feels more like oil in your veins. She'll burn away the tar, leaving you pure, leaving you sane. You'll want to thank her. The floor will never hesitate to hold you. Commiserate your tears when you're awake. Even while you sleep, I'll feel your pain and hold you dear. I'll hold you closer. So far above me, so far below us, so always lose sleep, but never lose touch. The space between our lips will always be too far. Your voice over a phone will never be enough. So far above me, so far below us, so always lose sleep, but never lose touch. The space between our lips will always be too far. Your voice over a phone will never be enough. Ready? The days are getting shorter, the nights are getting colder, since summer's lost its stride. The cracks cutting the pavement have formed between the cash checks and the words that do not rhyme. The days are getting shorter, the nights are getting colder, since we said our last goodbyes, using up the hours, learning to surrender to whatever dreams may come. For anything to change, when I've got a soul to sell, I'm crossing words with fate, saving precious time, wasting life away. Or would I ever wait for anything to change, when I've got a soul to sell, I'm crossing words with fate, saving precious time, wasting life away. up the hours, learning to surrender to whatever dreams may come. Could have gone worse.
That was
Come
beautiful.
on.
Beautiful, guys. That was awesome. Nice job.
Thank you.
So how did you guys get together? And how did you start making music? What was your origin story?
So, around last year, I was taking a year off from between college and high school, and I was just feeling, I don't know, just kind of disillusioned with everything. Nothing gave me any sense of innate purpose, and it was starting to really mess with me. And I think, Jake, that you were in pretty much the same boat there.
Yes, because I was a freshman here at UConn, and I'm a very introverted and private person. All of a sudden, I was living surrounded by a bunch of people, and I was not feeling that, not one bit. So, also just to preface all of that, go back in time a little bit, we've known each other since freshman year of high school. Yeah, we met in Art 1. That was a
Yeah,
mess.
the first art class. So what happened was we ended up reconvening. We had been friends for a while, and we were friends through high school, but we hadn't talked for a while. We reconvened at that point in time because we were both musicians. We both made a lot of music, and we found that, I don't know, in everything that we were doing for me, I can't speak for you, but in working and just trying to develop myself as a person independently, I found more innate meaning recording a janky album in the back of my car than I did from anything else. And I think that's indicative of the fact that I really love music. And I feel like we just found a sense of purpose in making music, which is so deep, man. No, it just
That was beautifully said. Beautifully said.
Thank you.
Yes, well said, Daniel. Very eloquent.
What do you got coming up? Are you still releasing some things? Do you want to become a little bit bigger, or are you just trying to kind of coast along and make music that keeps you grooving?
Probably the latter most thing there.
I like to groove.
I'm a big fan of the groove. But personally, we are trying to passively. We haven't dumped all of our stock into this as of yet. For the most part, we make music in our spare time. We release it. We promote it passively. We would like to become a little bit bigger. We'd like to see obviously how far this can go. We blew up on Reddit for 2 days, which was fun. And we got a good number of listeners from there.
Which also was really funny. On Spotify for artists, which is like the Spotify service where you can see your music and your stats and stuff, it'll show you whether or not your fan base is mostly male or female. And as soon as we got popular on Reddit for those 2 days, the male population just spiked. Just went crazy.
So how does that work on Reddit? So did you post... I've never heard people sort of gain a following through Reddit.
How does
that work?
Yeah, there are multiple different subreddits and stuff that you can post on. We posted we try to cover all of our bases. There's r/UConn, which is that got us some listeners. We went on r/We Are the Music Makers, which is just a little subreddit. Shout out to that. That's just a little. It's not a big community, but it's a good amount of people that just make music passively in their spare time. Some of them are professional audio engineers and stuff, but they just share the things that they've made and they talk about their processes and stuff like that. And so it's a nice community.
Yeah, we just gained some random. We were the most liked post that month or week or something like that. We got a good number of streams out of that. The biggest thing I think we've done that actually has worked for us was I think it was we stayed up until 3 or 4 a.m. We went to Walmart at close to midnight. We bought a printer. We made a really janky little poster. I think it was in it wasn't in Photoshop. I don't think we went that ham, but we just made a janky poster, and actually it's not janky. It was pretty good, and we just put it up everywhere. We used all the ink in that one printer, and we put up I think 200-ish posters.
We easily put up in the high hundreds,
and including 1 or 2 on the ceiling of oak. Which
yes,
was fun.
There's actually still one in oak. If you go, it's still there. If you go in Oak Hall here at UConn, I forget exactly which wing it is, but if you look on the ceiling as you're walking down towards the door to exit, there's still a poster up there.
It's a Renaissance painting. It's still up there.
Yeah, that was the feat of engineering right there.
That took so much effort.
That took a lot of effort.
We had tape on the back. This is too much detail.
We shouldn't be taught. Yeah,
I'm so sorry. But that's a story for another day. It was fun up at the tiny desk.
So perchance you're in at UConn and you're in the Oak Building.
Yeah.
Maybe keep your eyes out.
Yeah, keep your eyes out.
You'll see that old relic.
Keep your eyes up, dudes.
Perfect. All right, so that was awesome. So continue your set. I'd love to hear what you guys have to come in.
Thank you.
Radical.
Alrighty.
The bones. Them bones.
Them bones. All right.
These old bones. Okay, sorry.
crowded waiting room, my patience wears thin as the patients bustle in, and around these walls of faded paint, chipping from the seams, or so it seems to me. Once more feel the crunch of leaves dried under my feet, cracking like the bones of autumn tumble from the trees, the skeletons of spring, the skeletons of spring, skeletons of spring, skeletons of spring. I'm standing here in a crowded waiting room. My patience wears thin as the patients bustle in, and around these walls of faded paint, chipping from the seams, or so it seems to me.
This is one of the newer ones.
Could you just close your eyes and pretend every word spoken is a brick? All of the hopes you've ever told can act as the plaster, with floors upon floors. We'll install windows that manage to store a lifelike reflection and show the whole world below us, barring that it lacks a dimension. And we will build this tower up, the two of us, together, word by word, word by word. And by the time the final strum, I'll have given you a new song you can throw yourself from. You help me shrink all of the fears and terrors I dream up when I'm away, down to some lines of lyrics and rhymes that are only jokes you wish you'd thought of. Here dropping hints, falling on deaf ears, spitting up truths, smudging the glass clear, killing the dream. Not that you can't win, crossing the faith, breaking immersion. And we will build this tower up, the two of us, together, word by word, word by word. And by the time the final strum, I'll have given you a new song you can throw yourself from. This tower of the two of us, together, word by word, word by word. And by the time the final strum, I'll have given you a new song you can throw yourself from.
Last one.
Yeah, last one. Capo 5, my boy. This one is called Love Song. I wrote this several months ago, and we learned how to play this together yesterday.
Woo! Oh, don't, come on.
Was it not yet?
It sounds fantastic. Don't think, yeah. It's,
Okay,
we're good.
we're
We're
okay.
good.
Let's just get into the music. This is what they're here for. Okay.
I know that there's nothing more tried than a love song played on a soft acoustic guitar, but I just need something to remind me of you in the weeks that we're apart. I know that there is no use trying to barter with the planes time for departure, but if I could, I'd beg the land that's stretched between us to give us a special deal. There's no distance ever crossed to change the way I feel. No number written on a map could ever feel so real. I recall the autumn days when transatlantic waves were all I could conjure, but now that winter's filled my chest, I need you so much closer. There's just an echo in my head. Where are you going now, my love? Swore I'd keep this door shut, but you argue. Throw away these silly dreams. You've panicked in your sleep. I know I have dreamt them just the same. Where was the distance in this world that changed the way I feel? The scars between my heart and hands have just begun to heal. Leave behind them in their wake a fading lullaby that whispers like a silent prayer goodbye. Goodbye.